Hello, here I am in my lockdown shed with my lockdown hair grip. I'm Gareth Overton, I'm Communications Manager at Edinburgh Innovations. We are the commercialisation service for the University of Edinburgh, and I've had previous roles at the university in communications, including a stint as the editor of the alumni magazine, Edit. And before that I had a career in the newspaper industry. I was a production journalist, so a sub-editor, a copy editor and that kind of thing. And that included some responsibilities for content and production of magazines. I need to tell you, I am not a lifelong aficionado and expert enthusiast for magazines. I don't have a collection of them in my house. I had a bit of a cultural vacuum in my youth and wasn't into trendy music or trendy magazines. But I am a subscriber to one magazine and have been for about 10 years, and I'm going to enthuse about it for you now. It is New Scientist. What a geek. You will know that it's not famous for its cool covers or its exotic and groundbreaking layouts, but I'll tell you why I love it. There are two main reasons why I think this is a fantastic magazine, and the first one is it just tells me so much. It informs so much of my opinions, my views, my what I know about things, and how that informs how I can take part in conversations and form views and know stuff, and it's always surprising. It'll tell you things that you would never have expected to read, and there you've learnt something. But it also informs your background knowledge in so many parts of human life, not just hard science. There's plenty of hard science in it, for which I'm reasonably enthusiastic, but also just all the big issues of the day. You know, climate change is a science issue, but also climate change is a human issue, and the magazine covers social sciences and all sorts of cultural things and why we do what we do, how this phone works, the camera in it or anything you like, how the screen when you're swiping through your Facebook posts burns energy in some server farm up in Scandinavia, or Microsoft has some server farms at the bottom of the sea to keep them cool, or anything you care to look at really. Wood, they're compressing wood these days and building structures out of them. It's stronger than concrete. Everything you want to know about flowers, including why humans are attached to them, what's our cultural history there, that kind of thing. You can open it and find something surprising. It has a centre spread which is photography led. So here's one example. This is the one I've just pulled off the shelf, this week's edition. This is a solar farm in the Mojave Desert, where over 14 square kilometres there are 140,000, no there's not, but anyways, 170,000 solar panels. They focus the light and the heat onto water which boils and then drives turbines, and they make green electricity. I didn't know that was there, did you? But the main reason I want to enthuse about New Scientist comes back to my own sort of job career, really. I started off really in business newspapers and business journalism, and now I'm in my recent history at the university, I need to, and as a production editor as well, a sub-editor, I need to be very careful with my language. I need to make sure that all my words really earn their place on the page, every single one of them. And I need to take scientific research, academics' work, and turn it into, or do two things. Turn it into a story that is entertaining and informative and engaging for a lay reader, for an ordinary person, but also not get it wrong and not annoy the academic. The academic has to agree that how I've characterised their work is right. And I know how difficult that can be and what a skill it is, how long it can take sometimes, and it's both of those things, the precision with words that is hard enough if you're just doing about ordinary stuff that appears in ordinary newspapers, like politics and current affairs. That's really hard. But then doing that and having to make the science come across and get the science right, and the stories are not just stuff that everybody talks about all the time. It's complicated stuff that you're trying to get through to people who are going to learn about it for the first time. that is a real skill. That takes a lot of doing, and it's very, very, very impressive how New Scientist does it, page after page, story after story, page after page, week after week. And it's packed full of nutritious stuff, so I really recommend it, and I really enjoy it, and I really value it. So that's me, and carry on enjoying and making magazines.